Hello and welcome to Technology Simplicity YouTube channel. This is GoDigital live series episode 35. Okay, should be the other way around. Yeah, 35. Yeah, it's my great honor to be here and as well as you guys who joining me since the day one of this Technology Simplicity YouTube channel been set out. And up to today is the live one. Yes, indeed, it's my great honor to be here. And today's this is the very first time I'm going to discuss a very interesting topic. Okay, it's not something too new, but it could be still new to many of you out there. In fact, it's also quite new to myself, even though I have a very strong tech background. I've been in tech more than 15 years. So the topic is cryptocurrency. By the way, before I really started, I wanted to say today's topic is not about giving you tips how you should invest on the cryptocurrency. If you are here today because of that purpose, I'm going to disappoint you. However, looking on another hand, as in I'm going to go through the tech and fundamentals of each of the cryptocurrency in the market. Then from there, you are actually going to decide based on your own opinions on how does the cryptocurrency going to grow and develop. Then you are in the right place. So let's go today for episode 35, Technology Simplicity, about cryptocurrency. Let's go. Okay, as for those who following me for the day one, you know that every time I started with a big thank you. And today again, okay, I know it's time consuming for some of you. You might thought like, okay, why this guy always say thank you? But it's true. Every single day, every single moment, there are someone out there, give a comment, give a like, support the channel, and as well as, there's so many little things out there that happening every seconds, even though I sleep. Okay, it's 24/7, okay? And because of you, yes, it's true, because of you, I really touched when I see this achievement at the YouTube channel. There's an analytic page and they reveal to me that finally there's one video that makes 7,000 views so far, and the video actually just released less than half year. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. This achievement is not from me, it's from you. Okay, because you found it, you get it, you share it. Yeah, that's one particular video have more than 7,000 views since it was published, and it have 152 hours of watch time. Yeah, imagine 152 hours. Yeah, it's really much. I'm really appreciate it. Okay, by the way, the reason today is going to start earlier rather than 8:15 p.m. because cryptocurrency is a huge topic, and I prepare a lot of things. I've been spent I think by the way, before I really started, okay, as I promised you guys, I'm going to give away something every single sessions. So today I'm going to give away the business digitalization consultation 101 with me. Okay, 60 minutes, which costs you yeah, the value is actually $100. I know it might be a big amount, okay, but take it this way. I can give you a good insights, and through the 1 hour sessions, I promise you, you will actually learn something, how you're going to plan for your tech in your company or your pieces. That I can promise you. Okay, stay tuned, stay back. Even though if you didn't, get the giveaway and so on, you can always go to my website and sign up for the consultation. Okay, if you need discount or anything, yeah, you can talk to me. Okay, you can find me through my social media. Okay, you can easily connect with me. Okay, just refer to video description. Now let's talk about the past 2 weeks blast. I've been because my friends starting talking about cryptocurrency, and there are no news about cryptocurrency as well. So I start to research on this topic, as well as someone actually proposed it under my website's poll. So yeah, whenever you propose a topic, actually I start researching it, even though it's not the highest word at that particular moment. And I read about 20 plus white papers from different currency and their brands as well. I read more than 100 articles because I admit I have close to zero knowledge on this topic. This is why I study a lot. I think I spend quite a lot of times on this part. So if you are crypto experts out there and you're watching this and you feel like something is wrong, please let me know. Okay, today I really want to convey the message. It's not 100%, okay, even though it's from me, but I promise you whatever I sharing here is really for education purpose, and it's not intended to replace any professional judgment or perhaps from their perspective. Okay, this is a disclaimer, and let's go for today's topic. Before that, this is what happened in reality. This is very, very true. Okay, if this is why if you watch all the episodes of the previous episode that my live, I always say my channel is for educations. This is why I'm actually surprised I managed to grab a bunch of audience. I get about I forgot the numbers already. It's, you know, the impressions, the watch time, and so on. I'm still surprised because I'll show it here. If you look at the picture, if you look carefully, is understanding blockchain. No one is actually signing up for that particular course. But if someone come here and say, hi, I will give you tips when to buy, when to sell, and you earn a lot of money, then you see people actually queue up. This is the reality. Okay, but if you know me, Jay Chong, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not because of traffic and I'm going to do this because you want it. No, this is why until today, I'm still doing what I'm doing, which is sharing my knowledge and on the education side. By the way, this is a really true reality. Yeah? If you agree with me, you can put in the comment box and say, let's say, agree. Okay, on this side. Yeah, this be me. Okay, let's move on. Okay, today I'm going to inject a lot of meme, which is something fun. Hopefully you will find it start to have a edutainment. Okay. Okay, by the way, there are official cryptocurrency in many places, including Wikipedia. But for me, put it this way: you just look at the bold one. We talk about digital currency. Okay, currency is just like ringgit Malaysia, USD, renminbi, you know, something like that. Okay, so we talk about the currency in the digital form, whereby the exchange through a computing network, okay, or perhaps internet network, and then it's not reliant on any central authority. Okay, for those who do know, the currency that you have is actually go through a central authority of your country. For example, for Malaysia, the ringgit Malaysia is actually come from Bank Negara. Okay, and the government or the bank will uphold and maintain it. Okay, in terms of the system, the compliance and so on. Okay, so digital currency don't have any central authority. Can I use the word yet? Because I foresee it will be something like that soon. Okay, so this is cryptocurrency. Then moving on, their formal definition. Yes, I know, very lecture and very boring, but bear with me. I need you to understand what is blockchain, what is cryptocurrency today. That's the purpose of today's shows. Okay, if this is not something you want to find, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'm going to disappoint you. Okay, let's come back here. There are 6 definitions to decide whether the cryptocurrency system is there or not. Number 1, it's going to distributed consensus. This is a ways, it's quite similar to the word decentralizations, or people always say decentralized stuff and something like that. Okay, I'm going to explain to you what is decentralized later. Okay, number 2, the system keep an overview. Okay, we understand there's no authority that actually taking care of the currency, and you might thought, okay, then is that someone else is watching over? Yes, that's a system watching overview only. Okay, and know their ownership. That's it. Okay, number 3, yes, same thing. The system will determine the ownership. Okay, and number 4, the ownership of cryptocurrency units can be proved exclusively cryptographically. So you need to prove whether this is legit. So number 4, does that such system do actually support that? And number 5, a transaction statement can only be issued by an entity proving the current ownership of these units. A transaction statement. So we need a system to do that so that your currency will be transferred to another person whenever they need it. Okay. And last but not least, it will perform at most one when actually two persons requesting the same thing. Just imagine you have $1 in your hand and you want to give away because someone actually requesting the money from you. Okay. You can only give to one person, right? But in the digital world, let's say exactly at the same timing, there are two persons requesting it, and the system that actually define the currency will actually make sure only one person can grab it rather than two, because this is the something can I say it's kind of like a loophole that we cover from the very beginning. Okay, so there are 6 formal definitions of a system that maintaining a currency. Now let's look at decentralizations. Before that, allow me to use this simple picture to explain to you what is centralized. In our society right now, we have a central bank that actually managing all the branches, including the shops, governments, factory, and so on. Then only we connected to all the moving objects like us, workings, people, supports, and so on. This is centralized because in the end of the day, all information and approval and stuff like that is going back to one place only, which is the central bank. If you look at the middle of it, okay, it's just like government, right? Government building, court, I don't know. Okay, what about decentralization? It will look like this. Okay, if it's a blockchain base, it will connected one to another one like that. Okay, there's no one controlling everything, as no one is monitoring everything. So this is called decentralized. I hope this picture will give you a rough idea about what is decentralization so far. Okay, because cryptocurrency is heavily relies on blockchain. In fact, the top 10 in the market is actually based on blockchain as well. So you need to know how it works before you talk about, you understand what is cryptocurrency. Simple as that. Okay, just like when you say I understand how banknote being printed, something, you have a banknote right with you. So let's say if you know how exactly the banknote come from, then you also need to know how does the value being calculated. Why your $1 and the other country's $1 is different? Same thing in the digital currency world. Okay, let's move on. So how does the cryptocurrency works? Okay, I understand this infographic might be too complicated for you. Okay, I'm just put it in the slide so that whoever are interested to understand more or try to recall what I mentioned here, you can actually go through the slide again. Okay, I'm going to skip this because in the other day, it's about whenever someone want to pass the currency, which is something we call note, to another person. NODE, not TE. Okay, note to the another person. There are a lot of verification needed to be done. Just imagine in your real life, when you want to purchase something, let's say you are using $100, okay, bill, the banknote to pay, and if you go to a supermarket, let's say you are using 50 ringgit or 100 ringgit to make payment, and then that particular cashier is actually will validate your banknote by putting under what we call, is it X-ray? No, X-ray. I forgot the terms. Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah, they are ultraviolet light to scan through the banknote to validate whether the banknote is forged or is legit. Can you recall that? Yes, you can recall that, right? Okay, so that is one of the way to validate in our current real life currency. When it comes to digital currency, there are a bunch of works to do also when you actually pass your cryptocurrency to another person. So this is the process. It's all about validation, as well as because of blockchain mechanism, you will actually added, when you pass to the other person, the ownership is transferred. Because in the end of the day, someone need to verify whether this cryptocurrency is belongs to who, that unit. So this is the whole process. Okay, so far you can follow from a reality world to a digital world. Okay, let's move on. How does it works and why blockchain is so valuable so far? Because the whole point of blockchain is to let people in particular who don't trust one another to share valuable data in a secure, tamper-proof way. Okay, so far you can imagine. We try to do a sharing just like you have a Google Docs, okay, Google document. You want to share to other persons. You realize the first thing that Google Docs is actually asking you whether you are sharing to a specific person or you want to whoever have the link to edit or just view. This is because you need to confirm no outsider will be coming in, just like your digital account and so on. So similar things. Okay. So when it comes to blockchain, the original idea and the intention was built on top of that to share valuable data in a secure and tamper-proof way. Okay, let's move on. I give you one more meme. Yeah, this is something is I see this many times. As in, those who are so proud about they are invested on Bitcoin, and then recently they so-called as a winter crypto market season, something like that. Yeah, everyone is so nervous and we do not know how to predict the future. Okay, that is investment, by the way. I'm not going to cover investment today. Okay, let's move on. For currency versus cryptocurrency, I actually came out a few more examples so that you can understand the big difference. Number one, for the currency, okay, will be the top one because I'm going to put currency at first place, and the bottom one will be cryptocurrency. So the currency is value nearly fairly constant. So that's why the $1 you have is still $1. It's just you're going to purchase something, inflation occur, and you might need more banknotes. Okay, you need more currency to purchase the same thing over time, but it's still constant. Okay, it's not like today I'm purchasing a chicken for $15, and then next week suddenly it rises to 150. It's not like that. That's why it's predictable. The inflation is there, okay, because it's controlled by a central bank, and the central bank will do the prediction and they will tell you. However, in the cryptocurrency world, it's highly volatile, with the value changing often at a very high measure. This is exactly what happened to Bitcoin. Just a few months ago, let's say you one unit of Bitcoin is about 40,000, the highest ever. And just last week is about less than or close to 20,000. So it's changed too much for me. Okay, it's just one example, by the way. Number two, in terms of currency, it's divisible to small units. That's why we have change. We have coin, we have shillings, we have banknotes from $10, $20. No, 20 no more. 10, 50. Yeah, something like 20. Yeah, we have 20. Okay, sorry about. But we do have the smaller one. Let's say someone asking you for 0.00005 cent. How are you going to answer it? I don't know. However, in the cryptocurrency, in the cryptocurrency is next slide here. It's highly dividable to a very small unit because it's a digital, so you can easily send something we call 0.00005 to another person rather than you only restricted to the unit that we have. Okay, then the next part is currency is uniform for a given currency, and cryptocurrency also uniform for a given cryptocurrency. This is why we have exchange, just like USD to ringgit Malaysia 4.4 to 1, and cryptocurrency is the same, Bitcoin to another coin and so on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for currency that is unlimited supply. I'm not sure you realize that or not. I know in your bank account there's a maximum amount, I understand, but it's actually unlimited supply because every year the central bank of your country actually printed more. This is why we have inflations. Yeah, those who don't know, okay, you should know. However, in the cryptocurrency world, due to there's a limitation in terms of the complications of the calculations, is limited supply. For example, for Bitcoin, there's only have 21 million units. It's limited. That's all. Once you finish it, that's it. So it's quite similar to what we have in terms of rare elements on Earth, like diamond, gold. Okay, we call rare elements on Earth, not rare, maybe precious elements on Earth. So it's limited. Okay, this is the huge difference between currency and cryptocurrency. This is why there are a lot of people that told you cryptocurrency will be very valuable and it will be high price because it's limited supply. Okay, on the other hand, currency is centralized and then it's issued by central bank and they have permission and authorized by governments, okay, to produce and distribute. So there's a system we're taking care of. However, in the cryptocurrency world, it's decentralized and it's used by a free of permissions. So because everyone can produce, everyone can acquire, everyone can distribute without any permission. Okay, for those who do know, a lot of people told you that they're trying to mine the coin. Yes, this is what we mentioned here. Everyone can produce. So this is free of permission. There are pros and cons without centralization management. What if you make a wrong transaction to another person, or there's a fraud case or scam case or anything? Who you should report to? However, in our country, let's say you have a scam, that's why you report to what's the department, MCMC or something in Malaysia. You report to them, and then they will actually investigate. The authority will actually take part. They even have so-called money banknote trail to trace to cause of money laundering, things, stuff like that. But in cryptocurrency, I can't recall any. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, please help me also. Then on the other hand, for currency, let's say I give you a $50 and then I feel like, oh no, I give you more than you should give you. It should be $20. Okay, give me back. Yes. However, in the cryptocurrency world, once you make the transaction, it's irreversible. Means you cannot reverse the step, even though you're sending to the wrong place. Why? Because the blockchain mechanism is every single transaction will be recorded there, even though it's wrong. It's recorded everything, every single transactions. So this is why the good side is it's transparent and you can't erase the history. On the bad side is you can't reverse it, so you have to be very careful when you do a transaction. Okay, so far I get some idea. Last but not least, I want to say is for currency is though it's secure, still can be compromised because either in paper or digital form because of security flaws and central controls. When it comes to central controls, the flaw is including corruptions, humans error and so on. That is. However, in cryptocurrency world, it's really highly secure because of the private and public key. If you do understand that, you have to study, go through a little bit in terms of digital security, how does it works, computer security and stuff. Then you will understand what is public and private key. Then only the person with private key has the right to spend or to hold it. Actually, this thing is not new. It is quite similar to what you have in your account. For example, your Gmail account, your Microsoft account, your Apple account, or even your phone. Okay, something like that. Okay, that one is another huge topic. If you're interested, you can always propose to my poll, and then maybe you can get enough votes to be a next session's topics. Okay, let's carry on. But still have one more. Okay, for currency, instant transfer for domestic and some regional or even international might take days. This is why sometimes when you want to send money overseas, it takes days. Why? Because central bank to central bank, they need to have blah 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 compliance and so on. But for cryptocurrency, it's near to instant. Yes, it's quite fast. This is why the advantage is there. But at the same time, if you make mistake, you can reverse. Remember just now I mentioned. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, this could be the last. The currency must not to be anonymous, which means, let's say you want to open a bank account. How could you actually hide your identity? No, right? The bank will require all your identifications. Okay, but in cryptocurrency, you can be totally anonymous because you don't need to be an identifier to show who you are to hold it. As long as you have the private key and as long as the other person willing to transfer to you under certain deal, that's it. And the transaction I refer to addresses or alias, which is not the real name of people, so it's not traceable. So this is one thing also we start to worry about. Someone might holding too much wealth in terms of digital cryptocurrency. Yeah, I mean cryptocurrency, and never report it, and then someone don't need to pay tax. Okay, I'm not saying that you should do that. I'm just saying there's a possibility out of this stuff. Okay, so still have okay, for currency have tangible versions, something like example like cash, and cryptocurrency is usually works in digital version whereby there's no physical stuff, you can't touch it, that's why it's non-tangible. But however, some coin they actually produce a physical coin for prestige purpose only, just the freeway, something like that. Okay, in short, I compile this simple currency and cryptocurrency, their difference and their commonality and so on. So if you want to get this, you can always download in the video description. I have an Excel link, okay? You can put it that way so you can understand more. Let me show you another meme, this one. Okay, I know this is about investment, but it's true. When you invest everything in crypto nowadays, you might end up like this. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because a simple fact that you must admit also, even though now the coin is very high value and so on, even though you have a lot of coin, how are you going to spend it? In reality, you have currency, you can purchase things. You have coin, you can't do it yet unless you manage to sell it out. Okay, holding the currency, the cryptocurrency like certain coins, doesn't mean you can spend it. You need to find someone willing to purchase your cryptocurrency or coin or your digital coin, okay, in under certain value and so on. If no one is purchasing it, you can't spend, because the commercial level, there's not much people are actually accepting the coin yet. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yeah, therefore this is actually an opportunity for me, I see it. Okay, next. Yeah, I'm going to show you another meme. This is what happened. It's true. Yeah, the price would drop like crazy over the past few 2 weeks. I know it's getting better a bit, but it still dropped a lot. And yeah, for some people, there are people actually, because of that, they lost their value like more than 60% in just 1 week. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, let's go back. Because of cryptocurrency, blockchain has rise the value of it. So if you look at this is Bitcoin, right? Okay, for sure. There's an ICO, there's a blockchain, there's a wallet. In terms of cryptocurrency, there are a lot of mining job out there. Their network is improving, the transaction and trust is there, and smart contracts are being introduced and so on. There are a lot of features. So the blockchain ultimately is actually still actually one step deeper. Blockchain is based on distributed ledger technology, DLT, for those who don't know. Okay, it's actually have these 7 attributes: programmable, secure, unanimous, anonymous, timestamp, immutable, and distributed. Okay, this is much more deeper. If you really have questions about it, you can always come back to me, because this is another level of knowledge sharing. Okay, let me continue. And the currency origin, okay, if you want to know how they actually manufacture, you need to know what kind of language they use. For example, C#, C++, SQL, Ruby, Java, Python, and so on. So the top 10 guys you saw in the thumbnail, in the poster, actually are based here. Okay, it's based on them, and then it's how they actually mine and so on. It's based on the script there. So it's supported by a blockchain-based project. Okay, this programming language. The reason I'm asking you about this is you need to know how old is the programming language as well. Okay, the next thing is the jargon that you might need to know when it comes to cryptocurrency, I've been list out. I think this here got more than 20. You can Google search one by one, okay, to understand more. For example, ALT coin is stand for alternate coin other than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is one of the most valuable right now compared to others. And I'm going to share you another meme. This is what I found very funny. You know, when it comes to there's a certain coin I want to launch in the industry, their white paper is so good. Okay, during the production, it's actually getting slower and the quality might drop. And when they actually release product, is something like this. So this is what happened to quite a numbers of blockchain ICO before. Okay, I'm not saying that the top 10 coins in the world right now is like that. Okay, I'm just saying this is one of the phenomena that we've seen in the industry so far. The reason behind is because the blockchain mechanism behind the cryptocurrency is complex and it's very, very expensive. This is why not many people actually have the great knowledge to actually do it. So if someone tell you they know how to produce another cryptocurrency and blah blah blah, you might need to ask 3 times to download it. Most of them actually are using API to do the connection to build on top of it. It's not building by their own. Okay, you need to know about that. Okay, the next one is why Bitcoin is so valuable. Okay, let me put you 4 simple reasons. Number 1, I mentioned just now, Bitcoin have 21 million units only. That's the maximum. It cannot be more than 21 million. So it's called immediate supply. And number 2, it cannot be copied. Okay, it's operate on top of blockchain ledger, so no one can counterfeit. This is a great thing about blockchain. This is why like medical or even contracts are using blockchain technology to make sure no counterfeit. Or even education nowadays, they issue certificates. Oh yeah, Edward, yes, the meme is so true. I think you feel relate because of the project in IT world. Okay, by the way, let's come back here. Cannot be copied, yes. Okay, even certificate issues by institution like college or university, they start to introduce blockchain technology in terms of the certificate because cannot be copied. If you really want to know why it cannot be copied, please suggest another topic. It will be another topic. Okay, number 3 is transportable, because you can move from one account to another account easily in a digital way. For now, let's say I want to transfer 100 ringgit to you, which is you are staying in Antarctica, for example. Now think about that. It's quite challenging. Okay, then transferable means I can transfer to another person as long as we have a deal and I pass you my private key and then you have the public key and blah blah blah. It's very simple. 4 things is very good. Okay, let's carry on. For me, cryptocurrency value is quite similar to gold if you look at it this way. Just like we have $100 banknote, and then you have another thing it's called gold. Then you use your banknote to purchase gold. This is what I see in terms of cryptocurrency. Okay, you can correct me if I'm wrong, or you have any other idea, you can put it in the comment box. And again, when it comes to currency and value, I'll talk about 6 things: scarcity, divisibility, acceptability, portability, durability, and last but not least, is very important for me, is resistance to counterfeiting. It's the uniformity. So these 6 things will determine whether the currency have a high value or so on. Okay, let's move on to next one. There are quite numbers of prominent applications of blockchain that have been applied in our world right now, including medical, NFT, music, payments, real-time IoT, personal identity, anti-money laundering, logistic, voting, advertising, content creations, exchange, and last but not least, also real estate processing platform. So which means you can actually apply blockchain technology to verify your properties cert, something like that. So let's move on. There's another meme. When you haven't checked your Bitcoin price in 30 minutes, you might found this. Okay, the reason behind is the price changed too fast. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, I would say, Bitcoin is something like gold, or the coin is something like gold, and the Ethereum, the technology behind is something like oil. Okay, it's not going to replace our currency in the next 10 years. That's from what I see, and the value is there. So another maybe to show you, okay, this is brilliant. You know, the Nike, the where it's a tagline is called just do it, right? In the crypto world, they call it just HODL. What is HODL? You gotta Google it, you're sure to know. It's actually hold on dear life. Because a lot of people actually try to purchase cryptocurrency just to so-called invest and sell at a higher price, right? To earn the margin. And a lot of people actually tell you to hold it, because the more people hold it, the higher demand it is, the less supply it is, the value will be higher. Actually, it's as simple as that. Okay, so I'll show you another. Maybe if you're someone who have cryptocurrency and then you never sell it like 1 year, 2 years, you'll be like this. Especially on the recent incidents, right? And the Bitcoin value change. Okay, so wrap up. I found one very, very complete infographic to show you the top 6 Bitcoin on the world and their history, their tech, and so on. So it's like a crypto universe Bible. Okay, you can download the highest resolution to view it in your PC and your devices from the video description. So I've been wrapped up the whole thing so far in terms of the fundamental the tech. Okay, I'm not covering the history, and I touch a bit in terms of investment by telling you how they determine the value so far. Okay, so let's come to giveaway time, business digitalization consultation. I know you've been waiting for. Allow me to share with you the upcoming stuff. Every Wednesday at 15 p.m. Join me, okay? Ask your friends or you thought someone else would benefit. You can always share with them. Okay, it's free to watch, right? And as I promised you guys also, the next topic is you decide. So click on the link, or you can find it in the video description as well. And the word result for next week, yeah, according to this one, which I captured a few days ago, e-wallet will be the highest words. So next week, I'm going to touch about save more by utilizing your digital wallet. Okay, please bear with me here. Digital wallet and cryptocurrency is two things. It's different. Okay, so let's talk about digital wallet next week. And yes, let's come back to the giveaway today. And I'm going to give you one simple questions. Okay. How many attributes contribute to cryptocurrency value? And the tips is a number. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. First one who answer correctly in the live chat will be the winner to get away the consultation package. Okay, let's take 30 seconds to do it. Okay, I see some answer already. Let's wait another 10 seconds for those who haven't. Oh, okay. I see another answer. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the answer is... Okay lah, before I review the answer, the giveaway again is a business utilization consultation. If you're the winner, you can always contact me through my social media and make an appointment with me. And the answer is 6. Congratulations, Edward, and I'm so sorry, Owen. Yeah, even though a profile picture... Is that a Mr. Bean profile picture? Okay, once again, congrats to Edward. Okay, you got it. Yes, so please make an appointment and schedule the one-on-one, one-to-one business digitalization consultation with me. Okay, and so far, I will encourage all of you to join the Tech Talk, whereby we will invite the industry expert to talk about the specific tech topics. Every Friday, 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. An announcement as usual. My first book was launched 16th of November 2 years ago at Majestic Kuala Lumpur, and the next book is coming soon. The content is here. Okay, I'm not going to repeat today. Okay, please support me. Refer to the video description. Get the books first before it's launched. And I always combine the lifetime subscription that I found is very, very useful. Okay, refer to the video links. Okay, if you have question about the software, you can always come and ask me. And lastly, I will encourage, if you manage to transform a business digitally, please share your story of your transformation. Do Techpedia. It's a Wikipedia for digital transformation story. Okay, who knows, will be the next one to feature in the Hall of Fame. And the first feature of Hall of Fame issue have been out, which is available on Google Play as well as Amazon Book. You can go and find it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and I apologize for the overtime. And really thank you everyone for those who suggested the topic. I hope I give you enough information. Okay, please like my video, subscribe to my channel, as well as put a ring so that you get notified when I go live next week, every Wednesday 8:15 p.m. And I will also upload new video in terms of tutorial every Sunday 8:15 p.m. So if you have any questions, you can always put in the comment box, and I'll do my best to produce a video. If you do believe, go and check it out my previous video, especially those who ask questions. I really produce a video for them. Okay, thank you so much, and hope to see you again. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.